Shalom Aleichem, Rabbi Kovacs here. Mishnah Yomi continues in chapter 3 of Bava for the 10th of Av. Mishnah Gimel Daled today, continuing the theme of damaging situations in the public domain. Hamotzi et tivno ve'et kasho l'rshut harabim lizvolim. Somebody has some straw, some kash, some cut straw, and he wants it to go out in the street so that people and animals will step on it, squish it, and break it, and in that way the straw is going to be fit to fertilize his fields. V'huzak behen acher, and somebody else slips and falls on this straw. Chayiv benizko, the one who set this stuff out into the public street has to pay for the damages. V'kol hakodem bahem zocha. Not only that, but if anyone comes along and says, hey, I want to take some of this straw home, they can go ahead and take it. Now this is a knas, a penalty our sages enacted because they don't really want people to do this kind of behavior where they're sticking something in the street for people to step on and potentially get injured on. Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel Omer, he adds, Kol ha'mekolkalin b'shut rabim, anyone who creates a hazardous, dangerous situation in the public area, v'ziku, and it causes damage, chayavin l'shalom, they have to pay for all the damage. And anyone who comes along and wants to remove the hazard and keep it for themselves gets to keep it. And for example, somebody shovels out their manure into the public street, and of course it's going to dry out and get trampled on and get flattened and become suitable for fertilizer. Somebody else gets damaged, or perhaps their nice Shabbos shoes get soiled by this manure. Chayav benizko, the person who put it out in the street has to pay. And a Hilchos Shabbos issue, if somebody owns a dog and they're walking their dog on Shabbos, they still, even on Shabbos, should pick up after their dog waste as not to cause it damage, but also there's a heter on Shabbos to dispose of disgusting items that somebody else might have to touch and smell. It's called graf shorei. Literally, you can throw out your bedpan outside on Shabbos, even though it's muksa, so too you can remove disgusting things that are in somebody's way on Shabbos through graf shorei. So, of course, we should always pick up after ourselves and even our animals in Rishus Harabim. Let's go on to Dalet. Shnei kadorin. There are two potters, the guys who are making pots, schlepping pots. They have heavy loads they're carrying. They're walking in the street, and one of them is right after the other one. Nitkol Rishon v'nafel. Nebuch, the first potter, tripped. He fell down, broke some pots. Nitkol Sheni b'Rishon. And now the second man trips over the first man. Harishon chayev benizkei sheni. The first one has to pay for the damage that the second man, the injury that was incurred. Now in the Gemara, they explain this is when, he had a second to stand up and he didn't yet stand up. So if the first guy could have reasonably stood up and gotten out of the way, then he's chayav to pay. If it was ones, he tripped and God forbid lost consciousness and he had no choice to get up and the second guy fell, that's really kind of on the second guy. Again, you're not supposed to have obstacles in the Rishut Rabim, but people are also supposed to look where they're going. In the Gemara, there's actually a machloket, a disagreement. What if the first guy shouted to the second guy, hey, I fell down, hey, there's something, here, there's a discussion in the Gemara if he's liable in such a case. Yeshar kochachem, tizku mitzvot.